Okay guys, hello everyone, and let's just continue our game development today. And so now, what we want to do, we want to get rid of the testing thing, of course. So, but now we don't want user to be annoyed with this inputting all every time he wants to play. He has to input his name. Maybe the system could remember his name. So let's say here we enter our name, we get username, and now let's say local storage set item username to be our username. Okay, cool. And now before prompting we could indeed ask for our username, right? So let's say username equals to local storage get item username, and if either username is null, yes, or maybe username is equals to this our specific name, unknown user, then we will prompt user. But if it's not, if it's alright, if it is a valid username, we will not prompt. And so let's see how it works. So input our username first time. Now let's try to refresh, and it works. Cool. It works, and we have our username already defined. I hope so. And so, and now we will want to log in and log out so other users can also play. So let's just introduce a login button here somewhere after or before moves. We could say button ID login, log in, just log in. And now when we press this button, we will change it to log out button, just like we did with our go button. Where is our go button? There, so there will be something like that. Also in this same place, of course. So our let's see, let's call it login button, just for it to be in the same style as pause button, login button, click. So if so let's say, okay, let's say we want to check whether or not this, so let's just introduce a variable for the button. Button is login button 0, and on click, can we just write button? Let's see, button on click. So if button inner text equals to log in. Let's write that. Yes, log in. Then what we will do first is just say button inner text equals to log out. Otherwise log in. And okay, let's see whether or not it works. Login. No, button on is not a function. Yes, so we can't do it like that. We have to use the same. Okay, so log out, login. Yes, okay, cool. And now if we press login, it means we want to ask user for his input name. So we won't use any passwords, of course, there, but we want just to input a new username, right? So let's say username is prompt input your name, and that's it. Okay, input your name and log out, and this will be new name for that user. And now when we press log out, it means that username is now becoming to equal to this one, I think, because we are now not a valid user anymore. And let's just replace this string with some unknown user variable, something like that. So let's say we have unknown user, and just for it to be more consistent, also here and here. So perhaps we will call it differently later. We'll see. So let's test everything. So we start by our user Overman. Okay, so let's log in with a different name. Okay, I can log out, and now I am an unknown user, I think so. So let's just see whether or not it works by just trying to play. So user X I will call myself for this time, and let's just now play it. Okay, so let's see. Where is our user X? It's nowhere to be seen. So 695 is unknown user. So unknown user. So I logged in, but nothing happened. So username is prompted. And what happened later? So let's just login button. Okay, so let's print it out somewhere. So we have some console logs that we have to get rid of, just to not see anything unnecessary. So now let's say when we start playing the game, we want just to print out our username. So let's do it. So now I should have the same username actually, and that is this. So let's start another time, login, and actually I wanted to log off because I already have a username now. So let's call it, let's change this thing. So this is must be declared earlier, and now when I see that my user is from local storage, prompt input username, if not user, then it is an unknown user, and I can ask if username is equal to unknown user. I just say that button inner text equals to log in, then I can log in, else I can just log out. So now I can log out. Okay, cool. And now I log out, and now I log in with some random text. And now when I start playing, unknown user. So I am an unknown user. Why? Okay, first of all, after prompting I must do the same thing I did here, because I can also press cancel. If not username, then username is unknown user. Okay, but that doesn't solve anything. Or is it connected with this thing? Because I think I just pressed really enter, not enter, but this escape, and it just went to the unknown user. So let's just see one more time. So let's say we log out and log in with username, I don't know, Mr. X, and let's just play the game. So I won, and there I am, Mr. X. Yes, that's right. So really, it was just because I pressed cancel when logging in. So actually when I press cancel here, when I log in, it doesn't mean that username becomes unknown user, but it just means that username doesn't need to change. So here actually I will introduce another variable name, and if name is normal name, then username is name, like that. Okay. And also I don't like that when log out, log in, enter something, and now if I want to play I can't just press space, because it the login button is active, and it means that I press the login button. So how do I cope with that? Okay, so let's just see whether or not it works correctly now. So no, unknown user still. It doesn't work correctly. So what's happening here? Print your name. If name is normal, not now, then username is assigned. Okay, but I have been logged out already. So my username, my old username, is indeed unknown user, so I can't do anything there anymore. Yeah, so this is actually a normal thing. Yeah, this is everything correct here. Okay, so that's it. Let's just get rid of those console logs. And logout. That is cool. Okay, well, that's it for today. So the next thing, I think, actually we can do it right now. It's very easy. We just want to show the first, I don't know, 10 items in our high score list, not all the high scores from all the history. So let's just say this is I is less than high score length, and I is less than, let's say, max high score count, which will be 10. So let's just say, see with the less number whether or not it shows our high scores. Okay, let's test it whether it works or not. So let's just log in with a different name and let's just play the game. So what is our table? Our table consists of 5 entries. So that's it, and our new username is this one, 514. So we have 5 entries. That's cool. Now let's just change it to 10, and that's it for today. So we have implemented a lot today, actually. So the next time we will continue. I will think about the topic for the next time, but for now, stay tuned to my channel, subscribe to it, and see you soon. Bye!